Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to the Rise Online tonight. I'm your host, Andre Ross, and
I'm Caleb.
every week, Caleb, every week.
Forever ungraceful.
Well, we have a great episode tonight. We have a special guest speaker who I wouldn't introduce just yet, but I would say that he's my boss. Well, he's both our bosses.
He's been on the podcasts a long time ago.
A long time ago.
About a year ago.
About a year?
Yeah. It was a
Okay.
long time ago.
Do you want to introduce him or to get some
Sure.
some points?
He is about 6'1". He enjoys playing hockey in his free time and also going on Facebook Marketplace and looking at trying to find some good deals. Yeah, he's really into sports, whatever it is, like golf or whatever.
And he sports an awesome beard. I am so envious of that beard.
He also rides like a motorcycle.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, he's also known as Andrew Stolp or Pastor Andrew Stolp.
So without any further ado, do we have our sound effects today?
Well, I already showed him, so
Already sure. All right. So welcome, Pastor Andrew.
It is awesome to be here. Thank you, gentlemen.
That's right. So today we're getting to hang out at his house. So needless to say, I came here, late, and his beautiful wife, fed me. What was it? Mashed potatoes and bread and carrots and
I think it was a pork roast,
pork roast. Okay, pork roast. And it was good. So I scarfed it down like in what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So so we're in a different setup today where we're being hosted by Pastor Andrew. So we want to say thank you. That's awesome.
You guys are super welcome. And going back to your supper, I hope that you don't have to leave early partway through the podcast to have any emergency bathroom breaks or anything like that.
Well, it tasted pretty good, and it was totally worth it if I have to.
Awesome.
So Pastor Andrew, he has a lot of skill doing this stuff, so he can just run the show. There you go.
okay. With no other further ado, Pastor Andrew.
Yay! So anything you'd like to share before we jump on in tonight?
No, I'm just super excited to be here. I love young people. As many of you know, I was a youth pastor at one time, an associate pastor at another time, but probably worked with youth, I'm going to say, for close to 20 years.
Oh, wow.
What would you describe a youth pastor, like what would you describe the job to those who wouldn't know?
The job of a youth pastor, so my job specifically was to run programming and be available to mentor and help youth and counsel youth. And my specific job or my specific age group was grades 5 to 12. That I
Cool.
did that
5 to
for,
12.
so.
All right. Awesome. Well, tonight, as every other night, you guys would have a chance to win a $10 gift card.
Woo!
Still learning with all the cameras and everything. A $10 gift card. So needless to say, the running joke is, no execs from Tim Horton has called us yet to sponsor the show.
We're going to
Man,
switch
where are these
gift
guys?
cards
Yeah,
soon.
this is the last one I have, so we may
Yeah.
switch it. So Tim Hortons,
I bet you if you go to Burger King, they'll sponsor us.
yeah. Well, then
They seem
then Burger
desperate.
King buy
And
Tim
who-
Hortons.
Yeah. It's the same company, yeah.
Who doesn't love Burger King?
Yeah,
This
so
guy does.
maybe I'm just saying this is the last $10 gift card I have. Tim Horton execs can sponsor us. Okay, so we're gonna play a game later on. We're gonna play the same game we played last time by popular demand. So I'm gonna be going against Pastor Andrew. Caleb isn't feeling 100% tonight, so we're gonna definitely pray for him tonight.
Muffin.
A little bit of the sniffles.
Yeah, a little bit of the sniffles, not COVID.
Not
but
COVID.
A little bit of the sniffles. All right, so without any further ado, we're going to play a little game called... No, that's not a
That
game.
sounded a little... there we go.
There we go. We're going to play a game called Who Would Win? Right? Not in a
Yep.
fight, right? But who would win? And we're going to just name off a few different categories and we're going to discuss it. Who is going to win? But before I jump on in, let's see who we have tonight while Caleb cues it up. So, hey, Faith and I believe Amaya, what up? My twin girls. We have James on, and we have Ava and Brady, Xavier, Isaiah, Jocelyn. Do we have any other leaders tonight to represent the leaders? Hey guys, what's up? Did I miss anyone? James, scroll through.
Is
here.
anybody tuning in just because I know I'm here tonight?
Is any? Hey, yeah, you guys can
That's
say
a
that.
great opening question.
Yes, is anyone
And
tuning
if
in?
not, then I'll just go upstairs and
And bury his
spend
head in
some
his
time.
pillows.
Yeah, cry myself to sleep.
We did make a big announcement that everyone could come in, even the non-youth people. So we'd see. But if there's any, is Lauren in tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, Lauren is
Yeah.
in. Okay,
Lauren's
so we have
here.
some
Oh,
leadership.
Lauren's here to watch me.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay, Lawrence for
She's
sure.
a nice,
Yeah.
she's a nice lady.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
So if you're watching tonight and you're coming in just to hear Pastor Andrew, because he's going to be sharing a message tonight, just say a hello, say I'm here for Pastor Andrew.
Whoop whoop.
And then Caleb and I will start to cry because that's the only reason why you're here, huh? Anyways, we're going to jump in this game called Who Would Win? So we're going to show 2 pictures, and then we're going to ask you who would win in different categories. Would they win in a fight, arm wrestle?
I guess it's not in a fight because it seems like you slashed that
Yeah,
out.
slash it out. We don't believe in fighting. We're pacifist, church.
And that's why we do Nerf
That's
nights.
why we do Nerf nights like crazy.
Because it's pacifist bullets.
Loving bullets.
Loving bullets. When we shoot
We-
you or
it's
we
like
tag you.
it's like Cupid
yeah,
shooting
it's like saying
Nerf.
we love you.
Nerf hearts.
We tag
Imagine
you
if
in love.
every real war used Nerf bullets.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
how much of a better place would this world
You
be?
got hit, so you're out. You need to go into prison. All right? Then things would have been so much
Yeah.
better. I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I think we're onto something here.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. We're going to have to patent that.
for sure.
All right. So first, who would win? Let's see. What's the first one? Okay, so this one is definitely who would
This
win
is
in an
so easy.
arm wrestling match.
Oh,
Who would win
tricky.
in an
Arm
arm wrestling
wrestling.
match? So let's see what
Okay.
you guys think. And then we'll hear from Pastor Andrew and Caleb. Who would win in an arm wrestling match?
man.
While I drink my water with lemon, courtesy of Charmaine.
Sean May.
She's the best.
Courtesy of Studio 9.
Duty. Charmaine, she's awesome. Is it Superman or is it the big green guy, Hulk? So right off the bat, we have James saying it's Superman. Faith with it's Hulk. Lots of Hulk, okay. Ember with Hulk. Brady with Superman. Isaiah with Hulk. Ava saying because Hulk has his anger to fuel him. Interesting.
Some
Amaya-
interesting theories going
Yeah,
on.
Amaya, the other twin, is saying it's Superman, so they don't agree on this one. Let's see. All right, what do you think, Pastor Andrew? Who would win in an arm wrestling match?
Oh man! So before you said arm wrestling match, I was totally Superman takes it all. But because it's specific to an arm wrestle, and I do a lot of arm wrestling, I was thinking you and me
You and me?
should arm wrestle live.
Aye, maybe we'll do it.
We'll see what the kids think. If you want to hear kids, if you want to see me and Andre arm wrestle, you guys do a thumbs up.
I
or
already
a-
know what they're going to say. That's a no-brainer.
But because the forearm in arm wrestling is so important, and I'm looking at this picture,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Hulk.
Okay, how about you, Caleb?
I'd probably go Hulk too.
Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk's my man.
Interesting. I'm going to go Hulk too. I'm a big Marvel fan over DC, but lately I've been watching a lot of Superman movies and he's pretty stacked,
Yeah.
Superman. But I think in a straight up arm wrestle, I got to go with Hulk on this one.
Yeah, I would agree. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So there you have it. Let's see what's the next one.
Okay.
So how do we? So we decide who?
No, it's just for discussion.
It's just
Yeah.
up for
it's just
discussion.
open-
So
up
there's
in
no actual we don't prove a winner out of those two.
No,
Nope.
just for discussion's sake.
Wow,
Opinion.
I don't know about you kids at home, but I'm feeling a little bit gypped even here live.
Oh, sometimes
I'm the type of guy who needs an answer.
These debates can get pretty heated sometimes.
See, this is a life lesson. Not not everything in life has an answer, and sometimes we just need to be okay with that.
Spoken like a true millennial.
I don't know about that actually. Okay, next one.
Now this one is who would win in a fight? SpongeBob to your left, or oh my goodness, Patrick to your right. Who would win in a fight?
Wait, 1 sec.
Oh man.
2,000 years later.
Who would win in a fight? SpongeBob or Patrick?
Wow. This is messed up.
So let's see here. Right off the bat, we have SpongeBob. They are both weak. I don't know. I've watched a lot of, maybe too much SpongeBob in my day. I wouldn't say they're weak. I've seen them throw down.
I was looking, isn't SpongeBob just a little bit of a sketchy type of cartoon?
I don't know. Is he?
Some of the episodes I've seen, I've been like, this is sketchy.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm just a pastor. What do I know?
Maybe we shouldn't have had our boss on this one.
Probably not.
So let's see what everyone is saying here. No, they're cartoons. Patrick all the way. Jocelyn for Patrick. Interesting.
Cartoons can't be sketchy. It's a cartoon. It's all good.
Amaya says SpongeBob because if you don't know, Patrick has a disability that makes him dumb. Okay. A little mean, but that's okay. SpongeBob would just do something dumb accidentally and win or smack Patrick with us. What?
But he
Spatula.
could also lose with for the same reason.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Ava says, "Can't SpongeBob make himself bigger?" Good point, because we talked about that last time. See, I told you these can get a little
Sponges
bit.
can expand.
Yeah, expand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So seeing that I went last time, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna have to go with Patrick on this one. You know why?
Interesting.
I mean,
Explain.
Patrick to me is always taking advantage of SpongeBob. Like, no, SpongeBob is so like nice kind of thing. He can get upset, but I feel like Patrick can throw down. I don't know. That's my thing. I don't know. What do you think, Caleb?
I honestly never watched SpongeBob.
Oh, for shame! You're off of the show.
Because Caleb was a Christian.
No, just because I was told to play outside as a kid.
Fair enough.
So I don't know. I'll say SpongeBob just for argument's sake, but
Okay.
I have no accurate answer.
Okay, fair enough.
This is awesome. What a great, battle.
We're waiting for an answer.
Wow, I'm getting there. So I'm gonna say Patrick, and the reason I'm gonna say that is because of his physical dynamics compared to SpongeBob's. I think his pointy head, his larger stomach. Any two people, the one with the larger stomach usually comes out on top.
Okay.
Not speaking out of bias at all.
Just saying, everyone.
Pastor Andrew has a 1-pack.
So
Round is a shape.
round is a shape. Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, we got to move this along here. So the next one is, who would win in a cuteness contest? Who would win in a cuteness contest? To me, this one is a hands down.
Oh, yeah?
To me.
Really?
To me.
Okay.
Okay.
Would it be Mickey Mouse or would it be Winnie the Pooh? Cuteness contest. Although I do like how Mickey Mouse is he's already posing it, it's cute and his eyes up. But who would win in a cuteness contest? All right. So Isaiah says Winnie the Pooh. Amaya says Mickey. Jocelyn, Winnie the Pooh. James, Winnie the Pooh. Ember with the Mickey. So it's kind of split down the middle. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it's as exact as you think.
I thought.
I'm
I'll
having
give
trouble.
you my answer and I'll tell you why. But
Okay.
James thinks it's Pooh.
You're entitled to your opinion.
That's right. That's what this is all about. Our opinion. Be it wrong or be it right.
Everyone's got one.
Everyone's got one. Ava does not like Winnie the Pooh. Interesting. Ava, you and I have to have a good long talk one of these days. All right, so who are going to go first this time? Caleb, who do you think would win in a cuteness contest?
Again, didn't really grow up on a whole lot of TV,
Uh-huh.
so I can't really make my decision off of the show. But just from looking at them, a bear that's friendly is pretty cute. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, Pastor Andrew.
First of all, I was thinking Caleb looks a little bit like Winnie the Pooh.
Wow.
That's what I was
Okay.
just thinking as I was listening and looking at him over there. There's a resemblance for sure. Let me just start off by saying both of these characters annoy me like crazy.
Really?
I do not like Mickey Mouse, and I do not necessarily.
On that
like
note,
Winnie the Pooh.
Andy,
But I will say this: I loved the movie Christopher Robin. Thought that was such a good movie. If you haven't seen the movie, watch it. If your parents haven't seen the movie, have them watch it because it's probably even more impactful for parents to watch than kids.
Interesting. I haven't seen a movie.
It's a really good
that's-
movie.
I should check it
But
out.
I'm gonna say overall, I'm gonna go with Winnie the Pooh.
And you know what? I'm with Winnie the Pooh too. And here's why. He's a bear. He's fluffy. He's just like kind of goofy. And I mean, at least the cartoon ones. He was always so low key. You know? Not that Mickey Mouse wasn't, but it's a mouse. When I think of mouse, I think of rat. I think of
Although
rat.
Winnie the Pooh, as low key as he was a super high stressor.
True.
A lot of anxiety running through that bear.
True. Yeah, borderline ER kind of thing. All right. Do we have time for a few more? Way to burst my bubble.
This is
Pastor
awesome.
Andrew.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
Let's skip that one. And let's
Oh yeah.
let's
this
do
is
that one.
good.
Let's do that one.
Yes.
okay, here we go.
Loving it.
All right. Who would win in the annoyance factor?
Oh,
In the
yes.
annoyance factor
For me or just in general?
in general. You know what? Let's change it up a bit. Who would win in being more no, you know what? Let's leave it. Annoyance factor.
Okay.
Annoyance factor. Because they both drive their
Oh.
their quote unquote enemies crazy.
Yes.
But if you were to pit them against each other, who would win?
Yep.
Tweety the bird?
Tweety
Or-
Bird.
Tweety bird or
Tweety
Bugs
the
Bunny?
bird.
Bugs Bunny. Hey, Obi, welcome. All right, let's see here.
Man, this is tough. What
We
are
have
they
Bugs
saying?
Bunny. We have Tweety.
I'm gonna the best thing that one of the kids says, I'm gonna latch on to and go with them.
And go with
because
that one?
I am so undecided right now. So I need someone to sway
Sway your opinion.
sway the opinion of Pastor Andrew. Yeah.
All right, so it's kind of split down the middle again.
Unlike some people, Pastor Andrew's all for peer pressure.
Yeah. It's true. I can actually be peer pressured into too many dumb things, especially as a young person.
Oh, it's starting to lean more now to Bugs Bunny. Interesting.
Are there any good comments as to why the kids are saying?
Ah,
Because I need a good,
biggest
I need a good reason.
bunny. Nothing like over the just why Tweety voice is kind of annoying.
2,000 years
I'm gonna
later.
have to say Tweety. That's the only real okay Bugs because he has a carrot that he is constantly munching on.
It's for his eyes.
That's from Xavier.
It's for his eyes.
Yeah, he needs to see Wilbur. Oh, what's his name? Wilbur or whatever. Fred coming with a shotgun. Those cartoons were pretty violent back in the day. Now that I
Yosemite
think of
Sam.
Yosemite Sam, yeah. All right, so Pastor Andrew.
Oh man. Okay, I'm going with Bugs because the carrot thing cracked me up. Whoever said that, so I'm with
That was
them.
Xavier.
Now, I do want to say something though. For years, we've been told that carrots make our eyes better, but recently studies are saying that's not true. Whew, how's that for?
Did not know that.
Mind
Did
blown.
not know that.
So anyway, I'm going with the Bugs.
Bugs Bunny, how about you, Caleb? Tweety
Tweety
or
Bird.
Tweety Bird?
Yeah, because its voice is just annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tweety Bird and Winnie the Pooh had a baby, Did it look like Caleb?
I don't think that's how things work.
I'm just saying.
Anyways,
There's something going on there.
I am going to say, in this case, I find Bugs Bunny so annoying.
really?
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
He's hilarious, right? But he has this cocky
How
thing
can you
about
find him annoying and find him hilarious at the same time?
because he is. But
Awkward.
I find him just so cocky. So that annoys me. All right, we have time for one more. So we're going to skip that one as well. So the tiebreaker.
You guys crack me up.
So this is the tiebreaker. All right. Who would win in an arm wrestling match?
Oh, wow. So easy.
Who would win in an arm wrestling match? Would it be to my left, Pastor Andrew, or to my right, Caleb? As he sneezes.
Poor guy.
All right, let's see. Who would win in an arm wrestling match?
That's pretty awesome. That's a good question. I'm not as young as I used to be.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like Andre actually. Thank you, son. That's my boy. He says Andre, but I'm not up for debate here.
I know my answer.
Okay, here's the thing. I've always stuck with Caleb. That's Ava. She always picks Caleb, but she has ...
Oh, I like this. I like where this
All
is
right.
going.
Ember says Pastor Andrew. Amaya says Caleb. Jocelyn says sorry, Caleb, but Pastor Andrew would win. Brian says we know you lost, Andre. You're wearing a bracelet. The brace.
That's true.
I am not here on debate. James says 1. So lots of Pastor Andrew. Sorry, Caleb. Amaya says sorry, Caleb. Not looking too good, Caleb.
We'll have to figure this out.
Whoa.
Maybe
is
we'll
that-
do something.
Is that
I don't
is
know.
that a throwdown challenge?
A throwdown challenge. All right. So seeing that it's leaning very heavily towards Isaiah says Caleb. Obi says Caleb. Okay, let's see. So we
Obi
have,
said Caleb?
Heck yeah.
That's it. Obi.
and then I've
Obi
seen
not
him
one
work
Kenobi.
around church and lift heavy stuff. I'm assuming that's Pastor Andrew. So, who do you think, Pastor Andrew? Who do you think
I
would
think
win?
here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I am getting older.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen Caleb lift some things, and he's a pretty strong guy. But even though I am older, I think just my experience in arm wrestling alone and the fact that I am still pretty strong, even though I'm older, would take it.
Caleb.
I would say he would win just because he would cheat.
Well,
Oh, man, this is awesome.
I don't think I'm going to say anything because they're my co-hosts tonight. So I will save it for last.
Maybe in person we'll do it.
Maybe in person. So
that's
maybe,
a good idea.
one of these Rise nights, we'll have Pastor Andrew and Caleb do a throwdown. I don't think it's fair for them to do it tonight because Caleb isn't feeling 100%.
Yeah.
And we don't want him to have an excuse.
We don't want to wreck any of our equipment here.
That too. So without any further ado, we're going to move to our next stage here. That went way too long. Right, but we're going to be talking, we just celebrated Good Friday and Easter, and Pastor Andrew's going to be touching tonight on Jesus, the resurrection and the life, which is an awesome topic. So I'm going to pass it off to Pastor Andrew. So I hope you guys have your Bibles ready because we share from God's Word and God's Word only. So Pastor Andrew, take it away.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everyone. I am excited to be here. I love young people, so that means I love all of you guys, and I'm so glad that you guys are part of the Rise Youth Group. We are going to be looking at this incredible story found in John chapter 11. So if you have your Bibles, I have my Bible on my phone tonight, so I'm going to read from there. We're actually going to read the whole chapter because I want you guys to hear this, and I want you to hear the full story This story is about an amazing guy named Lazarus. And then the story is about another amazing guy that you guys will know named Jesus. And so I want to just look at this, and then I'm just going to briefly touch a couple things, just a few points. If you guys were in church on Sunday, like for the message time, I don't know if you were or not. If you were, some of this will certainly be repeat, so to speak, for you, but there's nothing wrong with having things being repeated. It's actually how we learn well. So John chapter 11, you guys can follow along as I read this. It says, now a man named Lazarus was sick. We don't know what he was sick with. The Bible doesn't tell us that. We just know he wasn't doing well. So whether he had a really bad fever or something similar, who knows. But his name was Lazarus, and he was from a town called Bethany. Bethany wasn't a real large town. It was the type of town that everyone knew each other in. Okay, so it wasn't real big, but everybody knew everything that was going on in that town. It says he was from Bethany, the village of Mary and his sister Martha. So we know he has two sisters, Mary and Martha. And Mary and Martha show up several different times within the Bible. So if you wanted to know a bit more about them or see some more of the stories of them, you could look that up in your Bibles too. You could Google that. It says this Mary, whose brother Lazarus now lay sick, was the same one who poured perfume on the Lord and wiped his feet with her hair. And that's just an amazing story. So you guys might want to just even read about that story sometime. It says, so the sisters sent word to Jesus, Lord, the one you love is sick. So Jesus was really good friends with Lazarus. So that's why they say the one you love is sick. Now, this love, I want to just remind you, it's like a friendship love, right? Like Lazarus is one of Jesus's best buds, essentially, right? So it says when Jesus heard this, he said, this sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that Lazarus was sick, he stayed where he was 2 more days and then said to his disciples, let's go back to Judea. But Rabbi, they said, and Rabbi is just another word for teacher and or a really special kind of priest. They said, a short while ago, the Jews there tried to stone you, and yet you were thinking of going back? Jesus answered, are there not 12 hours of daylight? Anyone who walks in the daytime will not stumble, for they see by the world's light. It is when a person walks at night they stumble, for they have no light. Now that's really interesting because Jesus is saying that as a practical illustration. Like that's matter of fact. Like if you walk in the daytime, you're not going to get beat up or not as often or that type of thing. But Jesus is also making a spiritual illustration here too. If you walk in the light, you're going to be safe and you're going to be in good shape, all that kind of thing. If you walk in darkness, i.e. you do bad things, you sin, those types of things, life isn't going to go well for you. So he's doing 2 things there. He's talking about the practical aspect and the spiritual aspect of light and dark. It says, after he said this, he went on to tell them, our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him up. His disciples replied, Lord, if he sleeps, he will get better. Jesus had been speaking of his death, but his disciples thought he actually meant natural sleep. So then they told them plainly, Jesus told them plainly, Lazarus is dead, and for your sake I am glad I was not there so that you may believe, but let us now go to him. Then Thomas, also known as Didymus, and also the doubting disciple, said to the rest of the disciples, let us go along that we may die with him. Thomas essentially is saying, we're going to get killed on this journey because people are already after Jesus and we're going to a place where they tried to stone him before. So Thomas was feeling pretty scared about going on this next trip. Then he goes on to say, on his arrival, Jesus found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb for 4 days. That's a long time to be in the tomb. So just from a natural perspective, a body would start to decompose a bit. And I don't want to get too gross in all this here, get too scary in any of this, but being dead for 4 days is quite a long time, especially in this culture and in this setting. It says, now Bethany was less than 2 miles from Jerusalem, and many Jews had come to Martha and Mary to comfort them in the loss of their brother. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went out to meet him, but Mary stayed at home. Lord, Martha said to Jesus, if you had only been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask. So in other words, Martha is saying here that she completely believes that whatever Jesus needs to do to help in this situation, that God is going to help him do that. So Jesus said to her, your brother will rise again. Martha answered, I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day. So Martha is now saying, yeah, I know Lazarus is going to come back to life. He's going to come back to life in the resurrection in the last days. So that was a term they used basically in reference to that time when Jesus was going to come back and bring people to heaven, okay, to be with him. So Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? Yes, Lord, she replied. I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who is to come into the world. After she had said this, she went back and called her sister Mary aside. The teacher, which was another word for rabbi, is here. So she's talking about Jesus. Jesus is here, she said, and is asking for you. When Mary heard this, she got up quickly and went to him. Now Jesus had not yet entered the village, but was still at the place where Martha had met him. When the Jews who had been with Mary in the house comforting her noticed how quickly she got up and went out, they followed her, supposing she was going to the tomb to mourn there. When Mary reached the place where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet and said, Lord, if you had only been here, my brother would not have died. So now we have both Martha and Mary saying the exact same thing. Lord, if only you'd been here, like, why did it take you so long to get here? When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come along with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. Now, this deeply moved in spirit and troubled actually is the word for Jesus was actually angry. And I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. Jesus was angry because he wasn't angry at the people in this story. He was angry at the fact that what we call natural causes, because of sin, Lazarus died. So people didn't die before sin came into the world. They died after that. And so Jesus was upset that the result of sin had caused his good friend Lazarus to die. So he goes on to say, where have you laid him? Jesus asked. Come and see, Lord, they replied. And then the shortest verse in our Bible, John 11, verse 35 says, Jesus wept. Now again, Jesus isn't actually weeping over Lazarus here. Jesus is weeping over the condition of sin in the world and the fact that there are people in this audience, in this story, that don't believe in him. And that's what's actually making him sad. So then the Jews said, see how he loved him? But some of them said, could not he, meaning Jesus, who opened the eyes of the blind man, have kept this man, Lazarus, from dying? Jesus, once more deeply moved and deeply angered, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. Take the stone away, Jesus said. But Lord, said Martha, the sister of the dead man, by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been in there for 4 days already. Then Jesus said, did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of people standing here, that they may believe that you have sent me. When he had said this, Jesus called out in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen. I mean, this is something like out of a movie, right? Like this, I don't want to say zombie per se, but like almost mummy-like. Like it'd be so weird and freaky, to be honest with you. But it says the dead man, Lazarus, came out, and his hands and his feet were wrapped with strips of linen, which was a typical like burial cloth, and a cloth around his face. So they actually had a separate cloth that would go around the face of someone who was dead as well when they were burying them. So it says, Jesus said to them, take off the grave clothes and let him go. Now there's a really cool and important illustration that we oftentimes miss here. So Jesus has the power to take someone out of the grave, but he actually asks other people to do the work of taking off their grave clothes. Isn't that cool? So if you think about that, there's a lot of things that we could apply in just a message for ourselves in that. So then it goes on to say this. Then it says, therefore, many of the Jews who had come to visit Mary and had seen what Jesus did believed in him. But some of them went to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done. Then the chief priests and the Pharisees called a meeting of the Sanhedrin. So the Sanhedrin were kind of like the law back in that day. They were kind of the ones in charge of making sure everything ran properly. But it was almost done more from not so much a government perspective as a religious perspective. Okay, so the Sanhedrin is very frustrated with Jesus and who he thinks and says he is, in terms of that he's going around healing people and other people are calling him the Messiah. So then they say, what are we accomplishing? They asked. Here's this man, Jesus, performing many signs. If we let him go on, oops. Oh, I just lost my spot. That's awesome. Oh, sorry. So they say, what are we accomplishing? They ask. Here's the man performing many signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him, and then the Romans will come and take away both our temple and our nation. Then one of them, named Caiaphas, who was the high priest that year, spoke up. You know nothing at all. You do not realize it is better for you. You do not realize that it is better for you than that one man die for the people than the whole nation perish. He did not say this on his own, but as high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus would die for the Jewish nation, and not only for the nation, but also for those scattered children of God, to bring them together and make them one. So from that day on, they plotted to take Jesus' life. And that's how we get the beginning of the Easter story, in terms of it's that specific story of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead that gets the Sanhedrin and the chief priest Caiaphas so upset that they take that moment in time in history to begin to plan out how they're going to capture Jesus and how they're going to ultimately crucify him. And so that's the whole story. But I want to back up just a little bit, because there's just a couple things we can learn real quickly. And so if you were in church on Sunday, or maybe you saw it online or YouTube, if you haven't seen it, I want to encourage you to go to YouTube and look at it, because on the stage we had this huge word, this big long word called unconditional, in letters on the front of the stage. And unconditional means this. It means that there are no terms. It means that it'll happen no matter what else happens. So there's a few things that God and Jesus are unconditional in. He's not unconditional in everything, but he's unconditional in a few things. And these few things are, one, his power. So God's power is unconditional. There's no limit to it. And he can invoke his power. He can make his power happen. It's interesting that we saw some superheroes in that little game we were playing. But God's power doesn't have a timeline, and it's going to happen whenever he wants it to happen. The other thing that's unconditional about Jesus is his timeline. He's going to do things whenever he wants to. If you remember, both Mary and Martha in the story said, God, if you would have been here sooner, this wouldn't have happened. But that's not how God works. And sometimes we get really frustrated with that. I get frustrated with that. I think, oh God, if you would have did this sooner, these people wouldn't have suffered, or this wouldn't happen, or this person might not have died, or whatever. But for whatever reason, and we don't always understand it, God's timing is his timing. He's going to do things. It doesn't mean we stop praying. It doesn't mean we stop asking. It doesn't mean we stop believing in faith for things. But at the end of the day, God is going to do what he's going to do in his time. And we just have to accept that, which is tough sometimes. And then the last thing that God and Jesus are unconditional in is their love. Their love is unconditional for us. We see that. That's why Jesus went to the cross for you, and why Jesus went to the cross for me, because that love was unconditional. So it's pretty amazing. So Jesus says this. He says, I am the resurrection and the life. I am the resurrection and the life. Well, what does this huge word resurrection mean? It literally means to bring back to life. So you're taking something that was dead and you're making it alive again. Now, this happens in a couple ways for us as Christ followers, because this certainly happens with our dead bodies, our physical bodies, but it also happens with our spiritual body. And so what do I mean by that? I mean, well, you may not be a Christian yet, and you can have a resurrected life by being resurrected spiritually. So let me just unpack that a bit more. If you haven't accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you do that, you can literally say, I've been resurrected spiritually. I've been made a new person. I've come alive in Jesus. And you can put kind of that bad stuff in your life, or those things that we call sin, whatever it is, you can leave that behind and you can become a new person. And that's one of the most amazing parts of the story. So Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. So again, he has unconditional power. He has an unconditional timeline. He's going to do things on his timeline, not on ours. And then his unconditional love. Now, what's amazing about unconditional love is no matter what we do, or no matter what the people did in Jesus' day, he was still willing to go to the cross because of how much he loved them. I don't know about you guys watching this tonight, but I don't know that I could say that for everyone in my life. Like there are people who have treated me badly. There are people who've said things about me that aren't nice. And to think about dying for that person so that they could have a chance to spend the rest of their life in heaven. I want to be that person. I want to be that person who can forgive that easily and do those things. But unconditional love is a really tough thing. But Jesus gives unconditional love perfectly. He does it in just an incredible way. The other thing that unconditional love does is it goes beyond what I call, and this is kind of a big term, it goes beyond our cultural norms. So what do I mean by cultural norms? Well, things like Jesus wasn't supposed to interact with women because that was just a bad taboo thing to do in his culture. But he did that because Jesus loved everyone equally. There were people called Gentiles in the Bible. They were considered bad, dirty people. And Jesus wanted those people to know who he was. They wanted to know that they could be saved because of what Jesus did for them. So this unconditional love goes beyond any of those things. It goes beyond anything, the worst thing that you think you could have ever done. Unconditional love trumps that, so to speak. It's better than that. Anything that, whether you're a young person, a woman of a different culture, of a different race, it doesn't matter. We're all made equal because of God's unconditional love. And that's very cool. And those are just some things I want you guys to remember from the story. The story of Lazarus is an absolutely incredible, wonderful story in our Bible found in John chapter 11. And so I hope this has helped you guys a bit. And I hope that you guys want to be like Jesus that way, especially with the unconditional love part. I hope that you guys take up the challenge to find ways to just love your friends and love your family, love your church as best as you guys can. All right. Awesome. Hope that helps. Andre?
Oh, that was totally awesome. Unconditional love. I see Amaya says here, I always dreamed about stopping bad people with Jesus' love.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's basically what Jesus did,
Yep.
right? As a lot of people went up against him, and he didn't fret. He didn't get all bent out of shape. He just loved them. So I'm just going to ask you, Pastor Andrew, if you want to pray over these kids.
Yeah, so cool.
And then we'll wrap up with a game.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. Heavenly Lord and Father, thank you so much for the Rise, the youth group, not only the in-person youth group, but specifically tonight that we could be here online with you again and using technology to just honor you and learn more about you. Thank you so much for Andre and Caleb as they organize and help out so much with the Rise youth group, and as they lead it, just continue to watch over them. But God, I pray specifically for tonight for this message of unconditional love, but also this message of you being the resurrection and the life.
Yes, sir.
God, would we be people who are resurrected spiritually? Would we be people who are made new and made different because of what you've done for us on the cross? So I pray for any of the young people, for anything that they might be struggling with today. Maybe it's been a bad day. Maybe it's been a tough day with parents or teachers at school or friends or siblings, whatever it might be, God, would you just be everything that they need? May they know that they can talk to you anytime, that they can call upon you, and that you certainly want to help with the things that they struggle with. And so, God, just again, thank you for each one. May you just encourage them, and may you watch over them and keep them safe. And may they just continue to grow in you and learn more about you all the time. I pray these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. So I just want to end that by saying, if you guys have any questions, you want to know more, you can always send me an email. And if I don't have the answer, I will find someone that has the answer, right? My email address, once again, for those of you that are still into emails. Oh, we got it right here. Thank you, Caleb. So quick. It's wbicstudents@gmail.com. So wbicstudents@gmail.com. If you want to know more about this wonderful, awesome love that Jesus gives to everyone, that, like Pastor Andrew said, there's nothing that you can do that will stop Jesus from loving you, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes we beat ourselves up and we make things harder than it needs to be. And all Jesus is saying, hey, I'm right here at the door knocking. I want to come on in and just have fellowship with you, just have friendship with you. And all we have to do is, Lord, I'm a sinner. Come on in and change my life from the inside out. All right, so we're going to move to the last part of our night. And we might go a little over tonight, but that's okay. It was a great message. And I hope you guys maybe rewind it. No, not rewind. Go back.
Be kind and rewind.
Yeah, that's an old person saying thing. You guys probably don't even know what we're talking about. But you can go back and check it out. And like I said, the email is on our email address is on there. If you have any questions or even in person, feel free to ask us. So tonight, $10 gift card. We're going to play a very popular game by popular demand. I am going against Pastor Andrew tonight. I think I was the grand winner last time.
I don't remember.
Of course.
Or I don't want to admit it.
He has selective hearing. So basically,
or remembering.
I got Pastor Andrew to shuffle the deck. He shuffled it as our special guest. He cut it in half. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a few rounds.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you what I'm going to shuffle on Caleb. If you
you're
can
going to shuffle your own.
I'm going to shuffle it again.
Okay, I'm doing that.
And if you want to show it to on Pastor Andrew, all right, show him shuffling his deck. All right, we are not endorsing gambling. I want to make that very clear. It's just for the sake of having fun.
It's an Uno deck.
It's an Uno deck. It's not
very very kid friendly.
So it's going to be Pastor Andrew and myself. What's that?
You have to look at the camera, not the screen.
Yes. Caleb always has to keep me on the straight and narrow. So the first round we're going to play, as you guys know, you have to pick the color and you have to pick who has the highest or the lowest card, whatever we decide to do. So this round, we're going to see who picks the highest card. And whoever has the highest card, if you pick the right color, you get a point for either picking the highest card or the right color, or you get 3 points if you pick both. All right, so no pressure. So let's see if
if am I allowed to see what I have?
No, not until you pull it.
Oh man, because I was gonna be like, oh kids, you want to vote for me?
Oh no, that's not how we do it. So
it takes away from the fun.
It takes away from the fun.
Okay.
So we've both shuffled.
Okay,
Caleb is our judge. Then. Okay, I'm going to shuffle again.
All right.
And this round, we're going to pick highest card, highest number.
So there's literally no skill in this for me.
No skill whatsoever. It's all...
That's the whole point.
So listen to the Holy Spirit. All right, I've picked my card.
Next week's lesson, how to listen to the Holy Spirit.
I'm Pastor Andrew. You can pick your card.
Okay.
So now here's a chance.
But I don't look at it.
You don't look at it.
But
no. Once you pick
right away or not?
No, once you pick it, you can look at it.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm looking at my card, and this is for the highest card. So now is the chance. You need to pick either Andre or Pastor Andrew, or you can say PA if you want, if it's too long, and the color. So right off the bat, we have Amber says Andre yellow. Ava says, I must say Andrew blue. Isaiah, the problem is both of our names are so close. Andrew. Isaiah says Andre red. Jocelyn says Andre green. Amaya says Andre yellow. Amaya says, So lots of Andres, probably because I won last week, but I may not win this time. I don't know. All right, so I think everyone's locked it in. Lots of Andres. I hope I don't let you guys down. All right. So who goes first, myself or Pastor Andrew? I'm going to give you the honors of showing your card
Okay.
first.
So just turn it into the camera,
Yeah.
Caleb.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Oh, a 7. That's a hard card to beat.
An upside down 7.
Upside down 7. So 7 and green. I am so sorry, guys.
Oh no.
I had the
Oh
lowest
man.
possible card you can get and red. So if you pick Pastor Andrew, you get 1 point. If you picked, what was it, green?
I had green 7.
Green 7, you get 1 point. But if you said Pastor Andrew and green, you get 3 points. All right?
Boom.
Okay. We're going to
So
shuffle.
I should put a disclaimer out here,
Yes.
right? Because the kids probably know you better and are maybe even like you better, so to speak, because they know you better. But they should really know that, I am the pastor. Anyway, just putting it out there.
And he's super humble.
Oh, Xavier. Wait, did Xavier pick? Xavier picked Pastor Andrew and green.
You know what?
Good
Xavier,
job.
Couple things. I love you, buddy. And I also love X-Men.
And Xavier, you'll be sleeping outside tonight. Okay.
Hey, my place is always available.
And it's nice. We're in his basement right now. All right. So, next round. All right. I've shuffled my deck.
All right. I didn't this time.
Oh.
I'm going straight up
He's
next
going
card.
straight. So, this one, we're going to go the lowest card. The lowest card. All right. I hope I do well.
I guess I can't say anything.
So, this one is the lowest card. Did you pick your card?
I did.
All right, now is the chance to lock it in. Oh man!
I'm hoping I swayed some new votes for me because I was feeling a little lonely last time.
Wait, Xavier got 3 points
All
off
right,
of you.
I helped him out.
So let's
Helped
see.
him
Oh, Amaya Andre green, Jocelyn Andre red, Ava Andrew blue. This is for the lowest card. Gonna give you guys a few more seconds to lock it in. I'm gonna show Caleb what I have. All right. Brady says Andre blue. Faith says Andrew blue. Isaiah Andre green. All right. You went first this time, right?
I went first last time, yep.
Oh man, I am not doing.
Oh!
First, I went with the lowest possible
Wow.
card. Now I have the highest possible card.
Listen, all I can say is I keep trying to coach as well as I can.
So what do you have, Pastor
Oh, you're
Andrew?
going to love this, buddy. Anybody went
No
for me?
way.
Yeah.
I am on a losing streak today.
Come to the light side, kids.
So if you said Pastor Andrew again, 1 point. If you said it was blue,
Blue, yeah.
blue, 1 point.
One
If you
blue.
said Pastor Andrew,
I think there was
and
actually
blue,
there was someone who said blue and Pastor Andrew.
who was it?
I
I missed that.
thought it was
Ava.
Isaiah.
Ava?
Oh,
Ava
was
did for sure. And then
it
Brady.
was
Oh no, Faith said it as well. That's the
right,
only
so-
ones I see. But
So let's see what your points are while we pick our next card. This one.
time, I'm shuffling again.
No, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay this time. I'm staying this time. So I'm gonna let you choose highest or lowest card.
Lowest.
Oh boy, lowest card. So I'm picking mine now.
Okay, me too.
Interesting. Okay,
Ooh,
interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
are we going high or low?
The lowest card.
Interesting.
All right. So
Interesting.
lock your answers in. Is it Pastor Andrew? Someone says
Jocelyn said
Caleb is not playing.
I'm not playing.
Hey, I know from listening into these things in the past, you used to have extra points if a kid called a tie. Is
Yeah,
that
that's
still
a
an
good
option?
Yes, that's a good point. So we're going to say if it's a tie, and you say it's a tie, you get 5 points.
Whoa!
So the odds of that happening is slim, but you
Very
can get
slim.
5 points.
Very slim.
Nice.
Very slim, but it's possible. All right, so let's see here. So Andrew Yellow. Wow, everyone's going for Pastor Andrew now. Deserters.
Yeah.
Deserters. All right.
Loving the rise.
What? We're going for the lowest,
Lowest.
right? Lowest. Okay.
How low can you go?
How low can you go? All right, so let's lock these in. Ember says Andre Yellow. Amaya says Andrew. Amaya says Andrew Green. Jocelyn says sorry, Andre Yellow. Laugh out loud. Ava goes with Andrew Blue. Ava never goes on my side. Brady says Andre Green. And Isaiah Andre Red, Adela Andre Red, Xavier Andre Red. Interesting. I think let's show it. So I went first last
I'm
time.
gonna go first, buddy. You
And this
are
is
gonna-
for the lowest.
lowest.
Oh boy.
You are gonna love this.
Oh, no.
Ready,
Oh,
rise?
no.
Here we go.
Come on!
yeah. 2 red.
I am not liking this one bit.
Oh
I
yeah.
am so sorry, my followers. 5 blue. Oh, now the special effects work. So if you picked Pastor Andrew and you picked blue, you get red. Sorry.
Red. 2 of red.
So red for 1 point, Pastor Andrew for 1 point. But if you pick both, you get 3 points again. So let's lock in those points. Jocelyn says, sorry, honey, I got to bail on you. Don't bail. I'm going to come through. I guarantee. Well, I can't guarantee anything.
I mean, the odds are.
The odds are.
The odds are he may win this next one because right now I've won 3 in a row. Just
Yep.
saying.
Now I know how Caleb felt last time when I was bragging. Now it's back on me. So let's see what your points are before we do the last 2 rounds. Let's see what your points are. So Xavier has 4. Amaya has 2. Ava has 5. Amaya has 3. Ava has 5. Who else? And remember, it's for a $10 gift card.
Woo!
Feel free to take your youth leaders out. That's fine. With your parents' permission.
Or your pastor.
Sure, I guess. All right. So we're going to do 2 more rounds. I'm going to let you choose highest or lowest.
Highest.
I'm going to shuffle for this one.
I'm sticking.
I'm going to shuffle for this
No
one.
shuffling for me. I'm
All
sticking
right.
with the next card.
All right. I've picked my card and we're
All
going
right. Oh, what does this mean, Caleb?
It means you pick again.
Oh, I thought I took all of those out. I picked.
Oh. Interesting.
All right. Lock your answers in. So Jocelyn, Pastor Andrew, Pastor Andrew and Green. Amaya says Andre. Amaya says Andrew. She meant Andrew. Wow, defectors. Defectors.
Come to the true side.
I am so hurt. Faith says Andrew and blue. Ava says Andrew and green. Brady says Andre and green. Brady. Ember says Andre and yellow. Amaya says, I'm sorry. I know you always go for me, Amaya. I'll let it go this time. I'll try the unconditional love.
Ooh, yep. Good call. Good call. Good learning.
Xavier says Andre and green. Obviously, he wants to stay in the house tonight. Isaiah says Andre. Oh man, I hope I don't let you guys down.
I think this is going to be crazy close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he rolls his eyes, so he has something up
No,
his sleeves. He has that look like I got this. What does WDTM stands for? Wade yesterday me. I don't know.
No idea.
No idea. All right. So you went first last time. Oh,
Yeah.
This is for the highest card, right?
High card.
I am so
Oh!
sorry. Guys, I am letting you guys down big time tonight.
guys ready?
Oh,
Yeah, 4-0, baby, 4-0.
I am sorry, guys. I am terribly sorry. I normally do very well for my followers, but it has not been a good night.
Nope.
Pastor Andrew is being led by the Spirit tonight, apparently. All right, so let's see what your points are before we do the last round. So Ava has 6 points. Let's go in capital letters.
I'm shuffling this time.
Yeah, I'm going to shuffle too. I'm going to follow everything Pastor Andrew does because you know what? He must be doing something right. I don't think I ever had 4 in a row.
No, I don't
No?
think so.
I think
the
most-
last time was the first time you actually did like extremely well.
Yeah.
I'm going for the clean sweep, what they call in hockey the shutout.
Oh.
Although it's a shutout for you.
Smack down.
Wait.
And you know what? I have
Is
to
it
take
hat trick yet or no?
Oh, I got a hat trick +1.
Boom.
Woo!
Hat trick +1. I don't know hockey very well, so I'm going to assume that's bad for me.
A hat trick in hockey is 3 goals.
Oh, 3
So I'm
goals.
3 goals +1. The
I gotta-
quadfecta.
I got to shut this down. Shut this down.
I have a good feeling for you this time.
You have a good feeling for me? As he rolls his eyes again. All right.
I'm gonna let you pick high or low.
Okay. It's anyone. Okay, I'm gonna go highest.
Woo!
Highest. Okay.
Yep.
And I have picked my card.
And I'm
Interesting.
picking mine.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Interesting. So this is for the game. So it looks like, let me just go through these quickly. Amaya and Ava are tied for first with 6 points, followed by, I believe it's Xavier and Amaya. So it's anyone's game. Anyone's game for the $10 gift card.
Woo!
Look how much plug we're giving to Tim Hortons for free. Tim, he's execs, Burger King.
Tim's, listen up.
For our 11 or so viewers.
Well, a lot of people view afterwards.
That's right.
True.
Sure do.
A lot.
I'm reposting this, man. I'm
There we go.
gonna get my parents to watch this episode.
Don't repost it if I lose this one, because
Okay.
that's too embarrassing.
I'll just tell them to watch.
Just the first part.
Just till after I'm done my message.
So this is for the highest point.
Who do we go
Highest-
first? I think you went last
I
time.
went first last time, so we
I
let pass
think
Andrew.
you better go first again.
He's my boss. I have to listen. Okay. I feel good about this one. I feel good
I
about
like
this
this.
one.
I like this.
8. 8 and yellow. 8 and yellow.
Just a second.
8 and yellow.
No, you can't do that.
Oh,
Man, so close. Sorry, youngins.
Close. So close. So those of you that stuck by me, I want to give a shout out. I may have lost the war. I lost everything else, but I won this battle. So let's see. Ava says, come on.
Man, seven's a pretty
7
high
is
number
a pretty
still.
high number. I would have been pretty
Man.
confident with a 7.
I was confident.
Well, last time Caleb had an 8,
Whew.
Yeah, it was.
and I came up with a 9.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
totally unfair.
That's huge. That's a good play.
All right, so let's see the point standing. So Ava has 6. Xavier has 4. Brady has 2. Jocelyn has 4. All right, let's see. Do I get points? I do not know what that means. If we picked right. So if you picked, what did I have? If you picked Andre or you picked yellow, you get 1 point each. Right? For whichever one you pick. If you pick both, you get 3 points. All right? So, thank you, Caleb. Such a good wingman. So, let's see what the final points are. So, it looks like the only person that could possibly win this is, I believe, was Faith she had 6 points as well, but I do not know what she picked last time. Let's go back and see. She said Andrew Green, so you picked Andrew. So we might have a tie.
So sorry, Faith.
Ava has 6.
Ava has 6, and I think, let's see here.
I'm not sure what she.
Amaya also had 6. All right. So,
I got a proposal. Mm-hmm. What if the pastor gets the Tim card for going 4-1?
No, because we still haven't won a Tim's card for doing this for a year and a half.
nice try, Pastor Andrew. Nice try.
I tried.
So, this round would be only for, how would we do this? Maybe they have to pick no.
Just the 2 people who are tied.
It has to be just the 2 people that are tied, which is
But
Amaya.
the problem about that, though, is...
Yeah, we could be here forever. Do we
no,
have
no,
that
no. It's
racing
because the problem is that they can't pick the same person.
They can't pick,
So
yeah.
one person might have the advantage. I think in the past...
Oh, hold on. Wait. Amaya says she has 7. Let's double check. What did she pick last time? Amaya said... Oh, it's Andre. So she would have got at least 1 point.
Yeah.
But she didn't say the color. Did she say color? I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. She did say Andre. No, I just want to make sure I got this right. Yes, so our winner is Amaya.
Woo, and it's Amaya, Faith's sister?
Yes, twin sister.
Faith, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Here's a question. Do you get a point if you get the number wrong or the person wrong?
But you got the right color? Yes,
Yeah.
you get a point.
Do you still get a point?
If
Are you sure?
Yes, yeah. So the right color or the right person gets you 1 each. But if you
Okay.
pick both, you get a bonus extra 1, so 3.
Ava just said she has 7 then.
All right, let's go back and check. Ava.
Because
Play
she
really
picked
hard
the
games.
she picked the color. I thought it was only like you got
No,
you
it's
got
a color.
point.
Yeah, the color as well.
Oh, okay.
So you can always get a point even if you don't get the right combination. So, do we have that racing thing that we used to?
No.
No. So, how do we? Do
I'd
the
say
tiebreaker?
do a
The
number.
number?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give the special guest. He's gonna pick a
Okay.
number,
Okay.
and whoever is closest to that number wins the gift card,
Okay.
which I will personally deliver to your house.
Okay.
All
Nice.
right. So you have a number.
So this is between 2 people now?
Yes, just the
Yeah,
two.
just 2.
Amaya and
Okay,
Ava.
Amaya and Ava. So let me,
Uh-huh.
yeah, awesome job, everyone. That's all I want to say. And number between 1 and 10?
1 and 10, and whoever gets the closest.
Closest.
Yes.
Okay, I've got it.
You got it? Okay, so now what I'm going to have you do is you're going to pick the number. Hopefully it's not 10. So who knows? Off the card. So Amaya and Faith, you're going
Got
to
it.
both put your number in. And we're going to go by whoever puts their number in first. That's their number, and the other person cannot pick that number. So, okay, lucky number 7. So Ava has 7. Amaya, what's your number? Who do we root for? Amaya has 8, so she went 1 up. Interesting.
Ooh.
I would have probably went 1 down. I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
Interesting. So what is the number, Pastor Andrew?
Can I just say something first?
Sure.
Okay, here's what Pastor Andrew's going to do. Okay?
We're already running late. By
I know
the way.
we're late, okay? But because there's going to be a winner here, but I'm going to also chip in to give the loser a $5 Tim card. So you have to make 2 deliveries this week.
Suck up.
All right?
You're giving me more work.
me on
I don't
camera?
work hard enough.
Here we go.
2. So in this case, it's Ava. Ava, you are our grand winner of the $10 gift card. All right. And Amaya, who lives 2 minutes away from me, which is good, I will drop off your card. You got $5 gift card. So Ava, congratulations. Great
Way to
job.
go, Ava.
Great job. Great job. All right. And Amaya, great runner-up. You both technically won because you both
Yeah.
had 7, but we could only have 1. It's a low-budget show.
You ladies were amazing.
Amazing.
Way to go.
Amazing. So,
Amaya, I know you switched your answer, but it's we go by the first answer.
well, yes. So we always go by the first answer, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
we're going to wrap up with our memory verse of the month, and then we would shut this down. So it's from John chapter 11, verse 25b, and it says, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. Once again, John chapter 11, verse 25b So that's the latter part of verse 25. I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. So ponder that.
It's a great verse.
Very good verse. So we just want to encourage you guys as we wrap up tonight that we love you guys. Jesus loves you even more. And he died for you because he loves you unconditionally. All right. So that's it for me, Andre, and
Pastor Andrew, thanks for having me, everyone.
Caleb, thanks for coming out, everyone.
And hope to see you guys next week in person at 550 Weber. We're going to be doing some life lessons and we're going to be making a special meal. Each and every one of us will get a chance to cook in our, I guess, new kitchen. All right, so this is Andre and the team. Over and out. Peace.